that I don't get to see very often. Thanksgiving is at my house this year, and I'm grateful for that. But with that being said, man, let's jump right into the content we have to talk about. Caitlin Clark and this whole Team USA situation. Now, earlier this week, it was reported that Team USA was starting its training camp practice in North Carolina from December the 12th through December.
Breaking. A confidential internal report from USA Basketball has leaked, exposing a plan nobody ever saw coming. A strategy to push Paige Bueckers as the new face of the program while Caitlin Clark gets sidelined, silenced, and even forced to surrender her iconic number 22. Tonight, the entire situation explodes because people inside Team USA have finally started talking. If you're watching this, hit that like button now, because what you're about to hear is the biggest fictional USA basketball story they never wanted exposed. According to multiple insiders in this fictional universe, a private strategy meeting took place just weeks before camp, and the plan was simple. Build the entire Olympic brand around Paige Bueckers, not based on performance, stats, or impact, but on a carefully crafted marketing image. And when Caitlin Clark's name entered the conversation, the room fell silent.
And the head coach is a coach at Duke, and she lost to a team that only had 5 players during the whole second half because 6 of the players got ejected. We can't escape these people. We got Carol Lawson. It's just too much. Now we have Team USA plans to push Paige Bueckers as the face of USA basketball over Caitlin Clark. Are you freaking?
The room fell silent, and one executive allegedly muttered, "We can't let her outshine the veterans or disrupt our hierarchy." Then came the moment that stunned fans across this fictional universe. Caitlin Clark was forced to give up her signature number 22, the number she built her identity on. She wasn't asked, consulted, or even warned. She was simply told, "Your number is taken. You're wearing 17, all because the marketing blueprint demanded Paige Bueckers be positioned as the shiny, untouched new face of USA basketball. When news of the number change leaked, someone inside the program didn't hold back. Sue Bird snapped, confronting staff in a closed-door session and saying, "You don't build greatness by disrespecting greatness," calling the move petty, unnecessary, and embarrassing for the program. But the real shock came from Caitlin herself, who reportedly told staff, "If Paige is the priority, fine. But I won't be here to be sidelined or controlled." She didn't yell or break. She spoke calmly, the way someone does when they're done being pushed around. Insiders claim she warned them, "I won't represent a system that refuses to treat players equally." Several veterans privately backed her stance, not against Paige, but against the politics, saying the disrespect was piling up through bad calls, benching, ignored fouls, criticism, the sudden number change, and blatant marketing favoritism. One veteran finally said what everyone was thinking: "You don't cut down a rising star just to protect an old system." Documents in this fictional storyline describe the push for Paige as a safe branding move. She fit the traditional sponsor mold, aligned with veteran hierarchy, and didn't disrupt the established order. But Caitlin Clark brought record-breaking ratings, a massive global audience, unrivaled endorsements, a new generation of fans, and a challenge to the old structure that some inside USA basketball simply couldn't handle.
I'm changing everything about that whole process of thinking because I believe it's definitely going to be a lockout. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no shaking it. I believe the owners is being very, very disrespectful to the women. They definitely deserve $1 million contract. Now, do they deserve 5-10? I don't believe so, but 1.1 to 2 million, yes, they deserve that, bro. We all can agree on that. I've never been one to say that the women don't deserve their money because they definitely do. Now, goes on to say, there's a case to be made that Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark, number 22, is the most recognizable number in women's sports right now. There's no argument to be made. There's no case to be made. Caitlin Clark, number 20.
That was the real problem, and it was never a Paige versus Caitlin rivalry. Paige never asked for special treatment, and Caitlin never blamed her. This wasn't players against players. It was executives pulling strings, feeding a machine the athletes never built. One insider claims Caitlin, exhausted and drained, quietly confronted a staff member and asked, "Every day I show up. Every day I work. So why does it feel like I'm the one you're trying to break? The staffer had no answer. And then tonight came the biggest twist yet. Team USA officials are privately regretting the number change. Why? Because the fan backlash hit like a nuclear blast. Sponsors were confused, media went into frenzy mode, and even players began questioning the leadership. For the first time, USA Basketball realized they might have pushed the situation too far.
Be the successor for Sue Bird for USA. If it's anybody that should be anything for women's basketball with the face involved, it's Caitlin Clark. Y'all talking about Paige, and I love Paige. I'm on the record. I love Paige. I think Paige is probably a great person. Love her basketball skills. In my opinion, the best two guard in the W already. Yes, I got Paige over Kelsey Mitchell. Yes, I got Paige over. I got Paige is the best shooting guard in the league to me. Period. There's no Paige Bueckers hate. The facts are the facts. When it comes to being a face and an ambassador for anything women's basketball related, it's Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers had the third lowest attendance in the entire league last year. She couldn't sell tickets, but...
In a stunning turn, Hall of Famer Cheryl Miller stepped in and publicly defended Caitlin Clark, calling her treatment beyond disrespectful and demanding full transparency from USA Basketball. Her words sent shockwaves through the entire federation, forcing leadership to reconsider the decisions they thought would stay hidden. Now, USA Basketball is scrambling into full damage control mode, because Caitlin Clark doesn't just have a fan base. She has the strongest, most loyal following in the entire sport.
Because of this girl. Instead, they resented it because they said, yo, we were doing stuff long before Caitlin Clark got here, and y'all wasn't paying attention then. But now, the young white girl comes along, and y'all want to sit up there and shower all of this praise and all of this attention that was earned before she ever came along. The resentment is understandable, but it's not about Caitlin Clark, it's about what she represents. My point is, grow up. Who cares? If you're Magic and Bird, that didn't stop Jordan from coming along and doing what he did.
Paige Bueckers continues to rise on her own merit, carving out her path without needing any manufactured spotlight. Meanwhile, Team USA is now facing questions they never wanted to confront. Because this story is bigger than a number, bigger than a roster spot, and bigger than any marketing plan. This is about respect, and whether Team USA is finally willing to give it.